welcome back to the Beach Mom Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My show's all about cozy mysteries and romance books. And today I'm here with my top 5. I think I narrowed it down to 5. Fake dating romances. Now, fake dating is a favorite trope of mine. So why I decided to narrow it down to 5, I don't know. I don't know why I did it to myself. The sacrifices I make for you. That's why. It was really hard. Love, love, love fake dating tropes. So I'm saying this because put all your fake dating trope books into the comments. Please, please, please. I need all the recommendations. Okay, so let's just get right into it. We're talking about fake dating romance books in 3, 2, 1, go! As always, don't forget to hit the like, subscription, notification bell. All 3 of those help us out tremendously in the algorithm. It costs nothing to show your support. Support is absolutely free. Not 3. It is, I keep doing that. It is free to hit all 3 of those buttons. Saved it. The notification bell helps you because it tells you when we put out new videos each and every single week so you don't miss anything. The like just helps us in the algorithm. Thank you so much for that. And the subscription keeps the channel growing. And I can't thank you enough because I'm having the best time. I'm so thankful. I hope you know how grateful I am because it's just been a blast. Okay, so let's hop into these. The first one I feel like is my OG. It is the first book I remember that had fake dating that I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. I'm not saying it was the absolute first for me, but when I was looking back, I'm like, okay, this is what started it all off. It is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. It is the first book in the Off-Campus series. I read this so long ago, but I just feel like this was the kickoff for me. I really, really do. This is a college hockey romance. Now, I can't read it now because I've been out of college for this many years. And I would no longer feel comfortable. Like, I don't know. This is totally selfish of me because now that I'm so far removed from my college years, that's hard to say. I had to swallow for a minute. I definitely don't want to, well, let me rephrase that. There's no way I could read high school. And I'm at the point where even college makes me feel a little uncomfy just because of their ages and my age. So I'm like, why? Why do authors have to set it in college? I mean, these books should revolve around me and what Tiffany needs. And I'm like, why? Why not just make them professional hockey players, not college hockey players? Again, the world should revolve. I know, that's just selfish. But what I'm saying is I don't think I could read this again. But at the time, it was mind-blowing to me. I loved it so much. This features Hannah and Garrett, and he is needs tutoring. And let me see, it says, because it's been a long time since I read it, but they decide to fake date. Hannah has finally found someone who turns her on, but while she might be confident in every other area of her life, she's carrying around a full set of baggage when it comes to sex and seduction. If she wants to get her crush's attention, she'll have to step out of her comfort zone, make him take notice, even if that means tutoring the annoying, childish, cocky captain of the football team in exchange for a pretend date. And then it says Graham has only wanted to play professional hockey, but his plummeting GPA is threatening everything he's worked so hard for. If helping a sarcastic brunette make another guy jealous will help him secure his position on the team, he's all for it. And so they make this deal she's going to tutor him. He's going to kind of show her the ways of seduction, pretend date her to make this other guy jealous. And in the meantime, they get to know each other. So good. I really enjoyed this whole series. However, this one by far was my favorite. I enjoyed it so much more than the other ones in the series, although I did like them. I also have read the first 2. I'm not sure if there's more than that in the second gen series. I really loved the first one, which is one of the characters in the first one, the Graham Effect, is one of their kids, Garrett Graham's and Hannah's children. And then the second one was called the Dixon Rule or something like that. I didn't care for that one. And I don't know if there's going to be more, but I would recommend it if there was. Next up, this guy is one of my number one book boyfriends. It is The Right Move right here. This is the second book in the Windy City series by Liz Tomforde. This is a series that proved to me why you should never judge a book by the first one in the series, because the first one, Mile High, I think I gave 3 cups of coffee. I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it. I was like, I don't know what all the fuss is about. It was all right. The Right Move, Ryan Shea. He is like he's the perfect book boyfriend. He really, really is. I loved him so much. Ryan Shea is a professional basketball player. The thing with this series that I really find interesting and enjoyed is that there's different sports. So the first book was a professional hockey player. This one is a professional basketball player, but they're all kind of connected because the heroine in the first book, she is a flight attendant. And her best friend, Indy, is her name Indy? Yeah, Indy. She needs a place to stay. And Ryan is the character, the flight attendant's brother or sister. You know what I'm saying. The flight attendant's brother is Ryan Shea. And so she's like, hey, my best friend Indy needs a place to stay. And he's like, oh. And he is very private. He is very, very private. Does not do anything with the media. He's kind of doesn't like to leave his house private. And so he's like, but he's going to help his sister. And as soon as Indy gets there, she starts tempting him a little. The other thing about Ryan Shea is Ryan Shea has been celibate by choice for quite a while. And Indy really tempts him from the very beginning. And oh my goodness, his acts of love. I can't say enough about Ryan Shea. She wrote him. Oh my gosh, he is the best book boyfriend. I love him so much. This was so good. And they fake date because somebody on the general manager of the team or the owner of the team, I can't remember, wants him to get out more and be a family man and kind of, settle down. In his words, settle down. The guy is not dating whatsoever, as mentioned before, but that's kind of the general manager or the owner, whose ever idea. And so he uses Indy to kind of be his dates for some things. And so they fake date, and it is amazing. At number 3, The Enemy Trap. This is by Maren Moore. This is the book that let me know that I love Maren Moore and need to read more of her books. I had read other books by her and enjoyed them. 4 stars, really enjoyed. But this one, loved it. This features a professional hockey player named Hayes, and I do not remember her name. But they have, their best friends are married. And so they are constantly having to be around each other, but they don't like each other. And they're always trying to one-up each other because now their best friends have started having children and they're buying gifts and they're trying to one-up the other and this and that. But even though they don't like each other, there is an underlining banter of flirting going on between them. And so their friends decide, you know what? We know that these two need to be together. I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying I agree with the friends. I'm just saying that I support their behavior in a fictional book. And what do? What is their behavior? They rent a yacht and put these two on the yacht and leave them stranded for an entire night on the boat. And so they decide that the only thing that will get them through having to be on the boat together for 24 hours or for overnight is to drink lots and lots of alcohol. And it also loosened their lips and their pants. And so they end up having a one-night stand. And then she ends up pregnant. And he is, again, a professional hockey player. And this would not look good for his image. He's supposed to be squeaky clean. And so he decides, and she make this deal that she's going to be his fake fiance slash, of course, going to lead into a wife, but he's going to be her real baby daddy. It was fantastic. It was so good. The banter between these two is fantastic. Next up is The Bluff. This is the second book in the Calamity, Montana romance series by Devney Perry, but I think this series is written as Will and Ash, but same person. So if you look up one and it's not under that, look up the other. This one, I love this entire series, but this features Everly and Hux, Reese Huxley, and he has a daughter who is a teenager, and Hux has made some mistakes, and he had went to prison, and he is out, and his daughter really wants to live with him, and we have seen the issues that are going on in this teenager's house in the first book, because she is friends with somebody who was in the first book, and you see her not want to go home to her mom's because of some situations going on there. And the court doesn't necessarily want her, and the mother doesn't, to live with Hux, which is her dad, because of his criminal history. And so he's trying to figure out ways to look more stable and better for the court, so that he can provide for his daughter. And he is doing it with all sincerity, and he's really this just great guy, and he decides that he is going to try to find a wife. And so Everly is in town, and she also has her own stuff and her own trauma and her own past history, and she decides to become his wife. And so they don't fake date, I guess they fake marriage. And it was fantastic. This series is really great. If you like small town, found family group, this is a great series to check out. Next up and last is a little different, but hear me out. Just hear me all the way through. It is Brutal Prince. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright romance series by Sophie Lark. And this is Ada and Callum. And they are two rival mafia families. And one of the families crashes the other family's family birthday party. So I don't remember. So Ada and her brothers crash Callum's little sister's birthday party. And Ada kind of decides she wants to sneak in and see the house because she's never been over there because, again, they're rivals, this and that. And she finds this library, and she's in the library and she's looking around, and somebody comes in, and it's Callum. He comes into the library, and she hides behind these big, huge curtains, like velvet, thick curtains. Well, while she's hiding, she pulls the curtains to hide, and one of the curtain ends goes in the fire, and and a fire starts. And so she leaves, and everybody leaves. It's total chaos at the party, and Callum sees her running out. And so, of course, there's a lot of assumptions made on both parts that, she did it on purpose and this, that. Well, anyways, he sends his enforcers, his family, because they're mafia, his mafia enforcers to confront her, because he also thinks that she stole like this really heirloom pocket watch or something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a pocket watch. And she didn't have it, but in his mind, he thinks that she did. She did take it, but it wasn't on purpose. She did take it, but it wasn't like she stole it. It was like she forgot she had it and she was running and that sort of thing. So they are confronted on this like boardwalk or pier and by the enforcers. The enforcers beat up one of her brothers very badly, who was slated to play like professional basketball or something. And they really like messed him up, like his knees and different stuff. It's really sad. And she takes the watch and she throws it over the pier. Well, by the next day, her father shows up. I mean, they all live together, but her father gets all of the kids up because all of the brothers were involved, of course, and her. And he says, you've started a feud with your antics last night. And before things get too out of hand, we've already had this attack on Sebastian, which is the brother. And we don't want any more bloodshed or murder or anything like that. We're going to have to make this right. I'm meeting with the dad of that family. And he comes back and he says, Ada, you are marrying the oldest brother from that family, which is Callum. And they hate each other. I mean, they truly hate each other. And normally I don't like that, but it so worked. It so worked. It was the thing that worked about it was that it was just so funny and absurd. So of course they have to fake portray that they like each other at these events and different stuff before their wedding. And, but even at like their wedding ceremony, they're like standing in front of the priest and they're muttering that they're going to murder each other. And the priest is like, is everything okay? And he's like trying not to make a big deal and everything. And it just, listen, that's all I can say. That's all I can say is it is fantastic. Their hate for each other, their like absolute hate for each other spins to absolute love for each other. And it's hard that you would think that they would get there and that the author would convince you, but she does. She does. I don't know how she does it. At least for me, totally bought it by the end of the book that they were truly in love with each other. I absolutely loved it. And the attempts that they make on each other's lives, hers, chef's kiss. I loved it. I know that sounds absurd, but I absolutely loved it. Those are my top 5 fake dating romance books. I had to narrow it down. I don't know how I narrowed it down. There are so many, and it is one of my absolute favorites. It is your turn. Please put all of your fake dating romance book suggestions in the comments below. Of course, because we are talking about love, if you don't have a suggestion for me, please leave a heart so that I know that you are here. And because I heart you, give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.